After carefully reviewing the steps taken and conducting interviews with a wide range of candidates, it became evident that Ben was the top choice. The general manager, Ryan, emphasized the urgency in securing him, so we had to be prepared to act swiftly, stated George McCaskey, chairman of the Bears. Prior to making their final decision, the Bears welcomed Tennessee State coach Eddie George on Jan. 19. This fulfilled the requirements of the Rooney Rule, which mandates at least 2 face-to-face interviews with minority candidates, with Ron Rivera being the other candidate interviewed. According to 2 sources, George's interview had been arranged a week in advance. This was the sole interview George had for a head coaching position during this hiring cycle. According to someone familiar with George, the interview was considered highly valuable, and it is expected to open up more coaching prospects for him in the future. One member of the Bears interview panel thought that George's interview went exceptionally well. When the team's president, Kevin Warren, and his wife, Greta, dined at Old Pueblo Cantina in Chicago's Lincoln Park after the Lions' defeat, any uncertainty he had about the fans' preferences was put to rest. Chris Stein, a die-hard Bears fan, decided to treat the Warrens to 2 shots of tequila while they were watching the game on the bar's large screen. The shots were accompanied by a note from Stein's girlfriend, Ryan Braun. The Chicago Bears considered sending their hiring committee to Michigan to express their strong desire for Ben Johnson to be their head coach, following the Detroit Lions' unexpected playoff defeat to the Washington Commanders. Since 2022, Johnson has been working as the offensive coordinator for the Lions and has been considered a strong contender for coaching opportunities over the past 3 cycles. After virtual interviews with the Bears on January 11 during the Lions' first-round bye, Johnson went radio silent. League regulations prohibited Chicago and other teams from conducting a follow-up interview with Johnson until Jan 20, which was just 2 days after the Lions' season came to an end. The group of Bears ultimately chose not to travel, deciding to allow Johnson to handle the letdown of losing as the top seed in the NFC. Johnson had rejected previous coaching offers in order to pursue a Super Bowl win with Detroit, but now he realized it was time to move on. Despite wanting to honor Johnson's boundaries, the Bears felt a sense of pressure due to rumors of interest from Las Vegas Raiders minority owner Tom Brady. Even if they were skeptical of this, they knew there were other opportunities Johnson might be contemplating. Throughout the discussions, the Bears highlighted the importance of team culture and the quarterback position, believing Johnson would thrive in both aspects, particularly in helping Caleb Williams reach his full potential. The 2025 offseason for the Chicago Bears is anticipated to bring about significant changes to their team lineup, with new head coach Ben Johnson and his staff leading the way. This could lead to challenges for players like safety Kevin Byard III, who are returning to the team. In the year 2025, the Bears will have a significant amount of cap space in the NFL, allowing them to make bold signings during free agency to fill gaps in their lineup. Simultaneously, Johnson's fresh team may consider swapping out some of the existing starters for players who align more with their long-term goals. By releasing Byard and saving $7 million, they could potentially make a significant investment in upgrading the free safety position. Christopher Knox from Bleacher Report attempted to forecast the potential destinations for top players in the 2025 free agency. In his bold prediction, he linked the Bears with Jevon Holland, a standout player from the Miami Dolphins. Holland stands out as a key player in the upcoming 2025 free agent group and is considered the top safety in both Bleacher Report and Pro Football Focus's evaluations. He has made a strong impact during his 4-year NFL tenure with the Dolphins, solidifying his position in the league. Even though Holland faced challenges during his time with the Dolphins in 2024, he has shown his value in pass coverage and run defense, accumulating over 300 total tackles, along with 5 interceptions and forced fumbles each since he joined the league in 2021. According to Knox, Holland may cost more than Byard, but considering his younger age, he could be a better fit for the long-term strategy of the Chicago team. With the Bears having around $62.9 million in projected cap space, Holland should be within financial reach for them. It is possible that Holland could be a good option for the Bears if the new defensive coordinator, Dennis Allen, has a different vision for the free safety position compared to what Byard brings to the table. In contrast, Byard outperformed many Bears players in the 2024 season. He posted impressive stats including 130 tackles, 1 interception, 7 pass deflections, 2 sacks, and 5 tackles for loss. However, he did struggle with missed tackles and received a subpar PFF coverage grade of 60.5. Byard is currently under contract with the Bears for one more season, having signed a 2-year deal worth $15 million last year. However, the Bears have the option to release Byard before the 2025 season and save $7 million of the $8.5 million cap hit he carries. Letting go of Byard would come as a surprise, however. It would provide the Bears with additional funds to secure a more lasting solution like Holland for the role. The Chicago Bears are in a position to make a daring move, kickstarting the team's reconstruction and paving the way for new head coach Ben Johnson and quarterback Caleb Williams to make significant progress in 2025. Acquiring former NFL Defensive Player of the Year Myles Garrett, who formally demanded a trade from the Cleveland Browns, fulfills all of the necessary criteria. Garrett, with a career record of 102.5 sacks and a streak of 14 sacks over 2 seasons, is a transformative player in the front seven who has the potential to change the direction of a defense and even a whole franchise. Even though the Bears must prioritize investing in the offensive line in future drafts to help Williams and the offense progress in Johnson's strategy, having a disruptive player like Garrett in the front seven could immediately boost Chicago's chances of competing in the NFC North. Alex Kay, an NFL analyst for Bleacher Report, created a list of trade suggestions for various teams interested in acquiring Garrett, which includes a lucrative offer from the Bears. In the year 2025, a first-round pick, 10th overall, a second-round pick, 41st overall, a fifth-round pick, along with cornerback Kyler Gordon were acquired. The Cleveland Browns have made a trade involving Myles Garrett, a player in the position of edge. Although acquiring Garrett may not be advantageous for the Bears as it weakens their secondary and involves trading 2 top 45 picks, he is seen as a crucial piece for the team's foundation. The potential success of the offense under Johnson and Williams' improvement in the upcoming year could make this bold move worth considering for general manager Ryan Poles in order to bring about a change in the franchise's trajectory. According to K of BR, introducing Garrett into the mix would greatly boost a struggling Chicago defense from 2024. The Bears gave up the 6th highest yards per game in the league and managed just 40 sacks and 11 interceptions throughout the year. Montez Sweat, currently playing for Chicago, is considered one of the top edge defenders in the NFL. Despite being 28 years old, he only managed to achieve 5.5 sacks in his first complete season with the team. Teaming him up with Garrett would form a formidable partnership capable of wreaking havoc on rival quarterbacks. In the future, having a strong pass rush duo like Garrett and Sweat could be extremely beneficial for the defense, potentially leading to the Bears consistently contending for championships in the years ahead. At this point, a year ago, it was undeniable that Caleb Williams was the premier quarterback prospect for the 2024 NFL Draft. Considered a once-in-a-lifetime talent, the Chicago Bears were deemed lucky to have acquired him through a smart trade orchestrated by Ryan Poles with the Carolina Panthers in the previous year. After only one season in the league, ESPN is questioning whether the Bears made a wise choice. In the latest 2024 NFL redraft, ESPN's Fan Nation journalists traveled back in time to speculate on how the previous year's first-round picks would play out with the benefit of hindsight. And obviously their prediction is that Chicago will choose Jaden Daniels as the first overall pick, rather than Caleb Williams. ESPN's Courtney Cronin noted that choosing Daniels over Williams was a difficult decision for the Bears, who are fond of Williams. Although Daniels boosted a struggling team to the NFC Championship with an impressive rookie season, it's essential to remember that it was just one season. It's easy to get caught up in the hype of a young quarterback's success, but it's crucial to exercise patience and not make hasty decisions based on limited data. Despite Daniels' accomplishments, it's important to consider the bigger picture and the long-term potential of the players involved in the decision-making process. The Chicago Bears made the correct choice of selecting Caleb Williams, and they continue to believe in their decision. Cronin should not be faulted for choosing Daniels in this redraft. She would probably receive backlash from those who only care about recent performance if she decided to stick with Williams instead. However, it is still clear that ESPN's redraft was a mistake, even if Daniels had a great year. Just a short while back, C.J. Stroud, the quarterback for the Houston Texans, was praised as the up-and-coming star following his impressive debut season in 2023. Yet in 2024, his performance was only described as okay, and there were noticeable indications of a decline in his skills. This doesn't necessarily mean that Daniels will face a decline like that, but it does show how the NFL media is sometimes too hasty in proclaiming the next star quarterback. In 2024, Caleb Williams faced numerous challenges in Chicago, but managed to have an exceptional debut season. Surpassing expectations, he broke the NFL rookie record for the longest streak of passes without an interception and also set new standards for rookie passing with the Bears. With Ben Johnson leading the team, Williams is poised for endless possibilities in the future. In all honesty, Williams didn't fall too far in ESPN's NFL draft redo, being selected as the Commanders' pick at number 2 overall. However, for fans of the Chicago Bears, that pick is considered slightly disappointing.